Hello fight fans, in today's news, Dana White announces huge fights for the Saudi Arabia event. Charles Oliveira doesn't think Dustin Poirier can surpass him for the title shot. Welch warns Merabb Dvalishvili about O'Malley's fighting style. Javier Mendez doesn't think Islam Makhachev is more dangerous than Khabib. Dana White opens up about huge gambling mistake that cost him $3 million. Dana White just dropped some big news about the upcoming event in Saudi Arabia on June 22nd. The whole card is amazing, but it's the main event that's really got fans buzzing with excitement. Here is the whole card announcement.
Here with another announcement. On Saturday, June 22nd, we'll be going to Saudi Arabia. Our first fight in the kingdom will be a fight night that will air live and free on ABC. And the main event will be former middleweight champion Robert Whittaker versus 13-0 undefeated Khamzat Chimaev to see who will be the #1 contender for the UFC middleweight championship. The co-main event, the #3 ranked knockout artist Sergey Pavlovich versus the #6 ranked Alexander Volkov. Also, Kevin Gastelum will be taking on Daniel Rodriguez. We've got Johnny Walker versus Volkan Ozdemir. Undefeated 12-0 Shara Bullet versus Ior Poirier, who has 15 of his 20 wins coming by first round finish. This card is going to be badass from top to bottom. It's going to be historic. It's our first ever show from the kingdom. Tickets go on sale soon, so make your plans for UFC Saudi Arabia, June 22nd, live and free on ABC.
Charles Oliveira recently discussed Poirier's opportunity to get a title shot before him. Oliveira is going to face Arman Tsarukyan at UFC 300, and he believes that if he wins, there is no doubt that he will be next for the title. I don't even think about that, to be honest. This is information that comes from the internet, and people talk a lot on the internet. I'm not worried about that. I know that I'm the next in line, so that's it. Coach Welch says Merabb Dvalishvili has never faced a guy like Sean O'Malley before. The coach explains that O'Malley's height, speed, and power could play a big role in shocking Merabb since he hasn't faced anyone with that style of fighting. Here is what he said.
Merabb is a serious tank, 10-fight win streak, and it's against guys like this: John Dodson, 5'2", Cody Stamann, 5'2", Marlon Moraes, 5'6", Jose Aldo, I think 5'6", 5'7", Peter Yan, 5'2", Henry Cejudo is a clean 5 foot. So it's guys that are a little bit shorter than Sugar, let me tell you that much. Sean's a solid 5'10". 5'10", knows how to control the distance, loves when people loads up on punches, and Merabb loads up. It's going to be an interesting fight. We've never fought no one like Merabb. Obviously, he's a machine and he's not going to stop. But Merabb's never fought no one like the Sugar Show, who can put your lights out one punch. Ding, 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 and it's all over. And for the haters, man, you guys are going to be, I just don't want to hear it. If Merabb gets crumpled and TKO'd, I don't want to hear it.
Recently, Daniel Cormier stated that Islam Makhachev is more dangerous than Khabib was in his prime. However, his coach, Javier Mendez, disagrees with that and says nobody was more dangerous inside the cage than Khabib.
I don't know if you heard DC recently kind of said that Islam, he believes, more dangerous than Khabib. So I want to get your take on that.
Okay, he's more skilled in multiple areas.
Yeah.
Yes. More dangerous. Nobody's more dangerous, in my opinion, in the world than Khabib. No one. I don't care. I haven't seen one that's more dangerous than Khabib in the sense of danger. Meaning you can't do nothing to him. Very difficult to do anything to him. Khabib's the most dangerous, in my opinion, because, first of all, in my opinion, this is my opinion, and I'm being biased because I love him to death.
Yeah.
He's got the hardest chin I've ever seen on anybody. I think DC probably meant more skill-wise, and yes, that's correct. But more dangerous, I don't think there's ever been a man more dangerous than Khabib.
Dana White recently revealed his biggest loss in gambling, which amounted to $3 million. The story behind it was that he was somewhat manipulated with drinks, getting him drunk so he couldn't even remember the money he lost that night.
So one night I'm over at the Rio. They got big suites over there, so I go over there with some buddies, and we got one of the suites, and we have some dinner, and we start drinking, right? So we're having some drinks at dinner, and blah, blah, blah. Starts to ramp up, having a good time, and we start gambling. I continue to drink, having a blast. I end up leaving and going home that night, and I lost like 80 grand, right? So I wake up the next morning. I'm like, fuck, those motherfuckers got me for 80,000 last night and da 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 da. So I'm at work the next day, and the host over there calls me and he says, "Hey Dana, are you coming back? Do you still need the room that you guys had where you ate and all the shit you used to?" And I said, "No, I don't need the room, but don't get too comfortable with my fucking 80 grand. I'm coming back for it."
Yeah.
Dead fucking silence on the other end of the phone. And he's like, "Dana, you lost $3 million last night." What the fuck are you talking about? I only have a $1.5 million credit line. He goes, "Yeah, you made us call the GM of the hotel, and you started calling him a fucking pussy and da 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 da." And I went, "Yeah, no, that sounds like something I would do." Yeah.
So that's the real number.
That was the real number. They didn't. Alcohol is free.
Yeah.
But you don't have to fucking drink it. You know what I mean? And you know, this was a huge learning lesson for me. So I never drank again when I was playing cards after that night.
And that wraps today's news. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit the like button and smash the subscribe bell to stay in the loop. Keep supporting the sport, and we will see you in the next one.